Aha, didn't have the sound on, did I? Okay. Well, as I was saying a little bit ago, when I didn't have any audio, um, there will be a little bit of an echo here for about another minute until I get done sharing these, and then I'll make it all go away. Walt says hi. Hi, Walt. Thanks for joining us. Let's see. Put it to Jack Shadow's page because I like that skeletal guy. And we'll share it to the Chiller Night Facebook group page. Jack Shadow's page because I like that skeletal guy. I think I've done all my sharings. Ava says hello. Hello, Mrs. Hogue, my beautiful bride. Thank you for joining me tonight. All right, that should take care of the echo. Pretty much all set up here. Turn on the old chat so we can have YouTube viewers chatting as well. I'll do my first chat. Oh yeah, we're early. I've got a few minutes left. I'm going to see if I can put the schedule up for this Saturday night. And we'll give it a try. We are a little early, so I have time. I've got time. Now that will be what? 3rd of April. Yep. Okay. We'll put that right there. Okay. Daniel says hello, Brian, and hello everyone. Hey Daniel, thanks for joining us. Ava said you just vanished. Yeah, I was delving into the folders there on the files to get the schedule. All right, we got about a minute and a half, then we'll start up again. I should be back on the screen. Somebody tell me if I'm not. All right, I'll put this over here where you can see it a little better. All right, Tom Paisley got me that. I think that's really cool. The Mummy. All right. We got about a minute left, folks. No, we don't. We don't even have that left, do we? Yeah, we do. Brian says, hi all. Hey, Brian, thanks for joining us. And, all right. Now, tonight's episode is interactive, of course, live. And if you want to interact, you want to throw up a topic, you're welcome to do so. There's no phone-in guest tonight, so I'm just going to be going over some things and a little history about Chiller Chat, the show that you're watching now, and kind of how we evolved, and some other things I'll be covering as well, some upcoming events, local events as well. So 8 o'clock, let's get going. Everybody, this is Brian Hogue. Welcome to Chiller Chat. Now, this is streamed live on Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and it's streamed live online, at least for now, on Facebook, on the Chiller Night Theater Facebook page and Chiller Night Theater YouTube channel. So, this is March 30th, and then this will appear on Stream TV on Saturday night on the the 3rd of April. So there you have it. There you have it. So, all right. Now this is on Tuesday nights. Chiller Chat is Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. It's at least the live version. And then on every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We do everything at 8 p.m. except for on Saturday nights. Just kind of keeps it simple. Every Thursday night, Dale Baltzer, who was our guest last week, he throws a watch party on the Chiller Night Facebook group page. Now this Thursday will be, it doesn't feel right to do this without the drum roll, so. All right. The movie for this Thursday on the Facebook Chiller Night group page is Bad Taste. That's right. Bad Taste is going to be the movie. Of course, if you're watching this on Stream TV, that has already come and gone, and hopefully you joined us and had a good time. So that will be the movie. Paul Lynch says, "How are you, Nurse Ava?" So I think she's still on here somewhere. So, Paul, thanks for joining us. So that was the movie for this coming Thursday, Bad Taste, 1987. Love those 80s movies. All right, and of course the schedule for this Saturday. Again, if you're watching this on Stream TV, it is Saturday. It's crazy. All right. 9 p.m. Well, you would have already seen Attack of the Giant Leeches, and of course we're doing the Chiller Chat right now from March 30th, 11:30. The movie is Silent Night, Bloody Night, 1:30 a.m. Chiller Chat. My guest is Dale Baltzer, who I just mentioned about a minute ago. 2 a.m. Chiller Night Theater. The movie is Bride of the Gorilla. So there you have it. There you have it. And let's see. Dale says, "Hi, Brian." Hey, Dale. Ava says, "Doing good, Paul. And you?" Paul says, "Good, thanks." All right. This is kind of neat because this is what we do on Saturday nights for, well, let me put this up here, for the pre-show. And I hope you get a chance to join us every Saturday night at 8 p.m. online. Same way you're watching right now for the Chiller Night live pre-show. It's an hour of me interacting with the viewers, and we go over the schedule, and just kind of a neat place to hang out and talk about things, horror, science fiction, paranormal, or sometimes we bring up collectibles and nostalgic collectibles and things like that within those genres, and it's kind of a fun hour. Paul says, "Can we get Dale to play Friday the 13th, 1980?" I don't know. You have to check with Dale. If you're still on here, is that one that you don't have too much time left, unfortunately. And Michelle sends a skull there, a neat-looking skull. So I was trying to think of what that, an Easter egg, kind of looks like an Easter egg. Tomorrow's Easter. Well, tomorrow if you're watching this Saturday night. So thanks for joining us, Michelle. It's kind of strange, when I'm doing this live, because I know this is going to be playing Saturday, but Raymond says, "Brian, Raymond, thanks for joining us." All right. Now, Chiller Chat, what you're watching right now, the neat thing about this is I'm doing it on Tuesday nights, recording it live, and then we're watching it on Stream TV on Saturday nights. But there might be a time when I'm actually doing this. I mean, I don't know yet, but it's possible that these could be done live right onto Stream TV, just like the pre-show. It's something that we're talking about, and maybe that can happen. Maybe we can even do Chiller Night theaters that way. A lot of neat things to consider. So we'll let you know if we're making any progress on those. Speaking of Chiller Night Theater, the next Chiller Night Theater episode should be coming out very, very soon. I'm hoping to tape it next week, maybe. We got to get Jack Shadow up and around again. All right. Dan says, "One more day until Godzilla vs. Kong." I was going to wait to bring this up, but I'm glad you did, because that's looming right over us, folks. As Dan said, and Ava says she's rooting for Kong. I'm going to go with Godzilla. I I don't know. It could go either way, folks. Either way. Um, what do you guys think? Who you rooting for? Tomorrow's a big day. Tomorrow it opens in theaters and streams on HBO Max. So I don't know. If you're watching this on Saturday night, we've already got our winner. So let's see. Dale says, I don't want to see it die. Yeah, as far as the Chiller Night uh, Facebook group page watch parties, yeah, I know. I hope somebody can think of something. Let's see. Ava says, I'm rooting for Kong. Dan says, no way. Dan, I take it you're rooting for Godzilla. All right, we have another Godzilla. Mary says, hi. Oh, hey, Mary, thanks for joining us. Raymond says, I can't wait. Jack Shadow's been too dormant. Yeah, I know. He needs to shake the dust off and get back with us. Mary says, I'm going with Godzilla. I'm going to watch on HBO Max. There you go. That's a good idea. Daniel says, make sure you have lots of popcorn. Yeah. Daniel says, Kong. Kong. How would you, as long as Godzilla can keep him, in a distance, he's got a long-range weapon with, shooting that radioactive fire, and he's got the tail. But I gotta say, if Kong gets his hands on him, I'm afraid he's had it. Kong would just be too strong. Paul says, speaking of Gorilla Bigfoot Expedition 2, very cool. Expeditions 2. Oh, yeah, I've never seen that. I've never seen that show. I don't think I have. Maybe I have and don't remember, but yeah. What do you think? Are they ever going to find him? Are they ever going to find him? That's the episode I want to see. Bill says, is it an urban legend, or was there two endings for the original Kong, one in U.S., Godzilla in Japan? Bill, we talked about that, what was it, about a month or so ago on the pre-show. I was under the understanding that there were two endings, such as you just described, and I had other viewers countering that claim, and so I don't know. I think it was probably more of an urban legend, and more to do with who you wanted to win, I guess, because of the way that they shot it. It showed Kong swimming out into the ocean, and then you hear Godzilla's, roar at the end. So I guess you could kind of take it either way. I thought there was a clear winner. I thought Kong took that. We had some viewers disputing that. So I don't know. I do hear that for Godzilla versus Kong, they're claiming that there will be a definitive winner. I'm really looking forward to seeing that. I can't say I'll be disappointed either way. I'm gonna root for Godzilla, but I like Kong just as much. So we'll see. Godzilla's strange because he's it's like a wrestling. He could do a heel turn or a face turn. He could be a bad guy, and then he becomes Japan's savior and fights a monster on their behalf. So I don't know. I guess who's ever making the movie, who's ever his promoter that week, or when that movie's being made. So I guess that has to do with it too. Is he going to be an evil Godzilla, or is he going to be a good Godzilla? And they just have a misunderstanding like superheroes do at times? I don't know. Dan says, replying to Bill, no, same ending. Okay, so there you have it. I think that's what we were talking about that about a month ago or so on the on the pre-show, and that's what everybody seemed to be saying too, is that it was the same ending. It was kind of more your point of view, I suppose. Brian says Godzilla versus Kong, midnight, West Coast, 3 a.m., East Coast. On the East Coast, okay, 3 a.m. Wow. It's a comment, folks. Ava says it will be Aura's mission to bring him back if he dies. Who? Kong? Bring him back. You could do it. Or I could easily do that. Or the witch. Paul says, Mechagodzilla, I think he has Ultraman hand lasers. Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. Yeah. Bill says, thanks. I scored it for Kong the first time. So did I. I thought it was a clear winner. But evidently some people, I don't think Godzilla won. I don't. Go back and rewatch that. I've got the copy, and that would be a big stretch of the imagination to think that Godzilla took that one. Just saying, I like Godzilla, but I mean, come on. Paul says, how many times can Japan get crushed? I don't know. It's a good question. Where are they fighting this big, tight, I don't know, Titan battle in this new movie? I don't know. I don't know what city they're supposed to be in. Ava says, yeah, Kong, sorry. No, I figured that's who you were referring to. And Bill says, Kongfrontation was an awesome ride at Universal. I haven't rode the new one yet. Kongfrontation, that's a neat name. John says, there is only one in the original Japanese version. You can hear Godzilla roar. And being in the ocean sets up the setting for Godzilla versus Mothra when he rises up from the pumped out seabed. Mm-hmm. Japanese version, you can hear Godzilla roar. Yeah. And that's the one I played. I played on the pre-show, and then I played it again here on Chiller Chat. So that was one of those that were like, okay, there it is. You guys decide. Dan says DKU TV shows the Japanese version sometimes. Dan says Hong Kong. Oh, that's where they're fighting. Okay. Hong Kong is the squared circle for tomorrow. Paul says, do you remember Johnny Sacco? No, I don't. That name sounds like I've heard it before, but I don't remember ever watching it. Raymond says, remember Kong already beat a Tyrannosaurus Rex. He did. Yeah. But did that Tyrannosaurus Rex shoot radioactive fire out of its mouth? I don't know. Yeah, probably not. I don't remember seeing that. So he's got a little tougher fight ahead of him when he goes against Kong or Godzilla. Bill says, I'd like to see the little ladies in the box sing Mothra in the remake too. Yeah. I wonder if they're gonna have the they're little like twins, like fairy twins or something, right? I don't know. We shall see, folks. We won't have long to wait. We won't have long to wait at all. There, I'll put that picture up again. All right, folks, tomorrow it is Godzilla versus Kong. I'm rooting for Godzilla. Ava says Kong, and a lot of you are going both ways with that. So, or Godzilla or Kong. So we shall see, and then we'll talk about it on the pre-show Saturday night. So, interesting. Paul says he is an Ultraman spinoff. Oh, Johnny Sacco is. Okay, I loved Ultraman. All right, so here we have it. It is 8:14 already. Oh my gosh, as my live clock. I wanted to just tell you, Chiller Chat has gone kind of through an evolution here since we first started it back in 2008, May of 2008. When I first started doing this stuff. I'm going to show you the intro to the very first time that Chiller Chat made its appearance as its own show. Because what Chiller Chat was, it was broken up into segments within the movie, just like Jack Shadow's skits were. And these were played during the show, whether it was Chiller Night Theater or even before that, Sleepy Hollow Theater is what we called it before that. So I'm going to show you the opening, and some of you, if you're horror fans, you're going to recognize some of these guests that we've had over the years. So here, let's take a look at this for about 30 seconds. Okay, that was that particular episode had Gary Striner from Night of the Living Dead, one of the production crews, and of course Russ Striner's brother, a guy who played Johnny. Um, but that was where we first started out, and wow, we've really come a long way, I think, for me to be able to do the show like I am right now. It's a very practical way for me to do it. If I can't get into the studio, like like I normally do, that's of course the studio set, which is behind me here. Um, let's see. Bill says, "I bet this movie makes a boatload of money." I'm sure it will. Paul says, "Brian, I love this stuff. You guys are my family." Oh, thank you, Paul. I really appreciate that very much. I appreciate that. But that's how Chiller Chat got started, and it was inspired by, quite frankly, I used to love listening to Coast, and I thought, well, that'd be neat to have a show that's kind of like that. If I could get people on here talking about paranormal, horror, and science fiction and things like that, and just uh, have segments in my hosted horror show, and then it got to the point to where we branched off into its own 30-minute show on Stream TV. And now where's it going to go? You know, you tell me. So if you have any interest in being a guest on Chiller Chat, let me know. If you belong to a group, an organization that maybe you are a paranormal investigator, maybe you are into cryptozoology, looking for Bigfoot, chupacabra, anything like that. Mysteries unknown. You let me know, and we'll talk about it here. Ava says flat Earth. If somebody wants to come on and talk about their thoughts on flat Earth theory, love to have you on. Al says hi everyone. Hi Al, thanks for joining us. Paul says, by the way, you and Brian look great. You do not change. Oh, appreciate that. Ava says, is Devil Mountain really a tree? Be a very big tree, wouldn't it? The old big structure there, or not structure, but I don't know, the big form out of the ground you see in Close Encounters of the Third Kind. So, all right. So, anyways, if you want to come on and talk about stuff like that, like Ava said, flat Earth, Devil Mountain, if you're part of a paranormal investigation team, get in touch with me. It's very easy to do. You can look up chillernighttheater.com, chillernighttheater.com. You can get in touch with me on Facebook, or the same way that you're watching this. If you're watching this online, you have the ability to get in touch with me. Dale says, does anybody have any suggestions going forward? We only have about 2 watch parties left. Ideas, suggestions about the watch parties. Anybody come up with anything? The toughest part about that, like I said before, and unfortunately, is the copyright issue there, Dale. That's going to be the toughest hurdle, of course. I don't know. Look around, and I haven't done this, but I wonder if any other social media formats are doing watch parties. If they have that agreement where they have a library of copyrighted material that they allow you to play on their social media platforms. So maybe you can check that out, and we'll see. Dan says Coast to Coast has gotten too political lately. Has it? I haven't listened to it for about 5 years, to be honest with you. I used to enjoy listening to it, and I don't like politics. If you do, now here's the only exception. We don't do politics here on. Lord knows you can go 100 other places to get your information on stuff like that. Politics, religion, anything like that. Now, I will say this. There would be an exception if you're talking about secret societies or something like that, where it does directly, connect with a certain religion or a certain, political pathway. That's fine. We'd probably put a little disclaimer that, the the viewpoint of the guest does not necessarily reflect ours or whatever. Everyone is so uptight anymore, but that's an exception. That's not the rule because we like to stay away from that. My main reason for doing this stuff is, it's entertaining. We want to have fun. We enjoy just meeting up every week. So, want to keep it that way. But bear in mind, I'll consider those other exceptions that I just mentioned. Um, let's see. Paul says, "Do you think that we could make it a Zoom thing?" Oh, the watch party. I don't know, Paul. That's a good question. I hadn't even thought about that. As far as, like, I mean, we were talking about Zoom as far as I just got to thinking. Oh, okay. Um, as far as like our groups getting together, like our normal regular viewers, anybody want to jump on there. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the rules are there. If they allow, that's actually a good idea. That's a really good idea. I wonder if they have any restrictions on something like that. Playing a movie through Zoom. That might be something to look into, Dale. Um, that's a good idea. Ava says Ancient Aliens was my go-to. Yeah, I know. We used to love to watch that. We still do every once in a while. Um, let's see. Bill says, "What is Coast to Coast?" Coast to Coast is it's a radio show that is it's on late at night, and it's on for what, about 4 hours every night, Monday through Friday, I think. Again, it's been like 5 years since I've listened to it regularly, but they have guests on. They talk about all things that, I mean, like mostly paranoia thing or paranormal, and unexplained phenomenons, conspiracy theories, things like that. Stuff that I really wanted this show, and well, I mean, we do stuff like that on here, uh, but that's what inspired this show here, was Coast to Coast. So I thought it'd be kind of neat to have those little segments in the middle of a host of horror show, because I'll tell you why. When I first started, the show originally was called this show, Chiller Night Theater, was originally titled Sleepy Hollow Theater. Okay, and we did everything. It was on every Saturday night on the local channel called Venango Video, and it was, of course, hosted by Jack Shadow. You had Aura the Witch. You had some other characters in there. Elle was in there as well. Malenka, we had another vampire, Malenka. But we did the movie. We did the monster skits. We had a live, or not a live band, but we'd have a band. We'd feature a band, just like on Saturday Night Live. We had a musical guest. We had Chiller Chat. We had a lot. I mean, it was an extremely ambitious endeavor, and it was so much. And I was just doing so much to keep that show going. And I thought it was, I'd still love to do all of that, Uh, but maybe it's a better. I thought with Chiller Chat, it became a better idea to make it its own show, because it's so easy to do a half-hour program. I get on here, I talk, and it's easy for me to do an hour, because every week on the pre-show I do an hour show. So I actually have to kind of tone it down to do a 30-minute show, which it's coming up on that already. But you guys really make that happen on those Saturday night pre-shows. Um, but let me throw up this thing, upcoming guest. The Butler Paranormal Conference is going to be Saturday, April 24th at the Tanglewood Center in Butler, Pennsylvania. So that's coming right up. You can look this stuff up on Facebook too. Butler Paranormal Conference, or just Google it if you need to. Market or Paranormal Marketplace. Now that's a ways off. That's in Monaca, Pennsylvania, and that's going to be Sunday, August 1st. Eve and I are most likely going to be attending both of these, and if you have any questions on this stuff, you can get in touch with me. But you can look those up with the yellow highlighted titles on Facebook, or just Google them. So thought I'd mention those. Let's see. I'm missing quite a bit of. There's a lot that I've missed. A lot of comments, which is great. Paul says, "Is Herman Munster alive?" No. Fred Gwynne, he passed away quite a while ago. Bill says Morticia also played Wonder Woman's mom on the Linda Carter TV show. Morticia, she's also played the Queen of Diamonds on the Batman series, the old 66 to 68 series, I believe. Let's see. Bill says Herman is long gone. Yeah. Dan says the Toho version, King of the Monsters, was awesome. Yeah. Are you referring to? Now I'm probably missing some of this conversation. Are you referring to Godzilla, King of the Monsters? If so, that was a great movie. Linda says, I had no idea you were into paranormal. Do you remember Ore Pit in Venango County? Yes, Linda. They were actually they were my first guest on Chiller Chat, and we accompanied Ore Pit to Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, and we assisted them in making a documentary. They were doing a documentary where they were covering different places throughout Pennsylvania, and we went with them on some of those locations. So I absolutely do. In fact, if you watch that opening that I played of the old Chiller Chat, they were sitting there in the room on one of those segments. Daniel says, thank you, Brian. We're looking for a good turnout. Oh, absolutely, Daniel. Absolutely. And then Ava says, something to look forward to. And wow, 2 minutes left. Chiller Night Theater. Yes, I got hit in the head by a bedboard on one of their missions. Yes, that's right. Ava got hit at the end of the credits. And you'll be seeing the credits coming up here. Okay, at the very end, right before the little copyright thing at the very end, you'll see Ava get whacked in the head. That was at one of our paranormal investigations we accompanied Ore Pit to at the Knickerbocker Hotel in Linesville, Pennsylvania. So we were there all night long, so it was kind of cool. And Linda says, wow, no way, I was in that group later on. Yeah, I've known them for quite a while. They were our very first guest. When we first started Chiller Chat, they were our very first guest. So that's really cool that you were part of that group. So, well, folks, it is 8:29. If you're watching this on Saturday night, happy Easter tomorrow. Wish everybody a safe and wonderful holiday, and hope you get to spend that with your family and friends. Linda says you were there too. All right, well then it's good to hear from you again. Bill says thanks everyone. That was a fast 30 minutes. It is. It was very fast, too fast. But folks, like I said, if it's Saturday night, you're watching us on Saturday Night Stream TV. Happy Easter to you. I hope you have a great day tomorrow. And thanks for joining us tonight for Chiller Chat. Have a good night. Have a good chiller night. And we'll see you next week.
How many times do I have to tell you, just because something isn't good doesn't mean it's bad?
Oh, jeez.